What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tavern Talk with your host ZG Photo, alongside Tech Nerd A. Tech, if you would like to shout out your socials.
Thanks for having me yet again. My socials are all Tech Nerd EH, TECHNERDEH.
So if you guys are just tuning in, this is, I think, episode 5 of Tavern Talk. We like to discuss everything Sea of Thieves, whether it's through the updates, upcoming updates, previous updates, what's happening in the game. If you're newer to this series, we kind of just share our opinions and our thoughts. We like to get Twitch chats, thoughts as well. If you guys have any comments, and if you're watching this on YouTube, have any questions or concerns or anything that you would like us to talk about during some of these episodes, you can throw them in the comments down below. So first things first, the vaults of the ancients. My opinion, straight into like my opinion on the vaults. I've seen a lot of positives and negatives on how people feel about them. I think they've been a positive. I don't think I've necessarily seen a lot of people do them. But there's two, for me, when you do find someone doing them, it's either, you have two ways to collect the loot. You could either steal the key and go get the loot yourself, or if it's too late and they've already used the key, you can just kind of hope that they're going to get all the loot on their boat. But I also find them kind of they're definitely rewarding for the amount of time spent in for them. And every time you do them, they're different, right? Like first time you dig them up, you may get the X. Second time, you may not. So it makes it like interesting every time you sign on and do them.
It adds a bunch of different avenues that you could add to the game, whether it's the tuck play or just the straight up steal or there's a lot of different ways. And as far as doing the vault goes, yeah, it absolutely feels. Hopefully the dog doesn't go nuts now here, but they're coming home right now. Yeah, and what do we call it? The amount of loot per time invested.
Loot time spent. Yeah, time invested.
Yeah, that's great. And I don't mind the compass, the navigational compass thing. So I know sometimes it kind of is a little bouncy, but all in all, I think it was a good solid addition to the game.
Yeah, like the only issue that I can see happening is it's always typically there's always a disadvantage for playing solo. Like again, there's this voyage, sure, it's not difficult to get, but once you get the key, you go in, and then as a solo player, you got to kind of debate on what you want to do. Like first things you should do is get the medallions and get that chest. And then it's like you get all the chests that you can get, and then you just completely left all that gold there.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of teammate
requirements,
interactions, for a lot of different aspects of
like if for example we're always on a brig, so like we have 3 players, and I think 3 players is like the perfect amount for the event. You have one person going up top dropping the chest and the trinkets down, you have one person down below running everything out, and then you have the other person helping the person up top, but when they find a medallion, they can drop down and do the code. And then also what I've been doing lately is, once you get one medallion, you can kind of, figure it out from there. So then you can help the person down below. Like you can grab the gold while the people are running it out and the person's still up top. So I always just find these to be like a tricky thing for solo players or even 2-player crews.
Yeah, and getting and what was it? One of the accommodations, like cleaning it dry or something. I forgot the name of it, but getting everything out of the vault. I don't see how anybody solo could do that.
Yeah,
I think it's definitely got to be 2 or 3 people, to at least 3 people, I would say, in my opinion, because I know when we first started it, we had 3 people, and we were missing things left and right. So it's
and I feel like too. Definitely. Like you can get that commendation, but then if you want to get that, achievement, if you want to get that achievement, if you're solo, all you have to do is get all the gold in that room. You don't have to get all the chests out. You don't have to get all the trinkets out. But it's like you choose your battle. So like, do you want that achievement? Is it worth it to miss out on a vault, or do you say screw it and then maybe you'll get a crewmate later? Because it is just an achievement. So like, it's not necessarily like the most worth thing. It's not like you get a cosmetic for it.
But it is one of those things, though, like you said, it's one of the few things that you are able to obtain in this game besides running around and getting coins. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's really nothing else to do,
Yeah, and then again, like this update, they they only added, I'm pretty sure they only added 2 sales again to another update. It's like you give us this vault that has probably 20k, 30k plus gold in it, at without the emissary or with the emissary, maybe more, maybe like 30. I'll say like 30k with emissary, and there you get 2 sales. So like the 30k, cool, you have all this gold, but I guess I'm thinking maybe as someone that has a ton of gold already, but you as a game, and everybody knows in Twitch chat how I always say this, is just like a game that's based around cosmetics, I feel like there just is never enough cosmetics. I don't necessarily need something that's worth 10 million, but I would like to just see just every update, just piles of cosmetics, just piles of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we're getting the people that play it a lot are getting piles of coin, and it's just accumulating numbers, and that's really all it is.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like after a certain point, it's like, sure, I can, like, what's the point of doing this vault? I have 40 million gold. Like, what? I mean, I don't need to. I'm just going to hunt down ships the entire time. Mm-hmm. And I think, like, as someone that does both, like both of us that do both PvE and PvP, as a PvE player, you start to like, yeah, the activities are fun, but like the rewards are being less exciting because it's just gold, and all the cosmetics are meh.
Yeah, I mean, adding our little layer of complexity to it being like loot hoarding for other people and just trying to decorate the crap out of the ship, that I think that is our lure. And
mm-hmm.
I mean, I play with other people at night, with J-Rock and JT and them, and I definitely like to see big hauls coming in still. But I mean, not to brag, but I'm almost at 10 million now. So I mean, like I'm still trying to climb up there, but I can see a point where you hit a ceiling, and you're like, all right, now what's the next step? We're just then eventually, hopefully it doesn't happen, but eventually it seems like if something doesn't change, it's going to just be a whole PvP battle at the end.
Yeah, the game has become the economy just doesn't make sense anymore. You know what I mean? Like they're basically giving us gold all the time, but there's nothing to spend on it. And at a certain point, it's like, why am I like, I beat the game. I have 100 million gold. I beat the game. If they only give us 2 cosmetics every single update, or a cosmetic here and there every update, it's just, I feel like eventually it's gonna cause burnout in a game that has so much potential. So I don't know. It's just a tricky thing.
Yeah, and if you're looking at it like a back and forth, like you got the teeter totter where there's like gold, and then you're getting some cosmetics.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never
and
evening out. Yeah.
The 2 sales aren't even spent with gold. They're spent with turning in the 50 chests and then opening 100 vaults. So you don't even spend all the gold that you get.
Yeah. But all in all, I think the content of what to do is a positive. I think it's and I hope they keep on adding cool stuff like that for sure. Yeah, I think there's some things that could be.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. I think they're on the right track with that stuff. I actually really enjoy the vaults because, again, I think it's that mentality of having a lot of loot makes it feel fun too. So like for example, the Ashen Winds event. Ashen Winds event, depending on the crew size again, but then all the resources. If you have cannons, you can unload on them and finish them in 10 minutes. But then the loot that spawns in, you get an Ashen trinket. You get like a bunch of Ashen trinkets. Like, sure, it's Ashen, but it's still just like, it doesn't make it exciting. Well, that's the exact point. You get gold to get cosmetics. When you don't have the items to spend on the spot getting gold, you stop playing. Yeah, I mean, it's just that's kind of where it's at. Like, for example, Pace. Last I looked, when I was in a stream, he had like 100 million gold. Obviously, he's a streamer, so it's a different perspective. But let's say there's just a hardcore gamer out there, and it's like, let's not even say they're at 100 million, but someone is a hardcore gamer. They love Sea of Thieves. When is their like breaking point? Like, do they keep farming it for gold, or I don't know? It gets to a certain point. Like, what is their next step to keep it interesting besides giving us gold? I think you got to keep giving us cosmetics.
Yeah. There's got to be
something
else to do.
There's got to be something besides gold always. I like the fact in the Ashen Winds they gave us a new weapon to fight with. That's cool, and I actually enjoyed it the more I used it.
Yep. I feel like next month or next update they're gonna have to do something major, and I wanna hope that they're hearing it and seeing it, because I'm sure we're not the only community around town that is feeling this way. I've heard other streamers say it as well. Like, it's just getting burnt out from it is a big thing that I hear. I'm not burnt out from the game. I still love the game. But I can see, coming from a perspective of, a year and a half, 2 years of, the same thing, adding a little something different would be good.
Yep, I agree. And then, so Ghost says, I would love to see spend lots of coin to empty chests or storage crates. For empty chests and storage crates. The only thing is, though, is like, how much would those be? Like, let's say 1,000 gold. As someone that like Tech says he's almost got 1,000,000 gold, that, like, what do I need? I need at least 2 storage crates, and then maybe I'll take a couple of collector's chests. Okay, I spent 4K. That did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's unfortunate because, again, the economy is just shifting so much, because there's always that so much increase in gold. Like, there's loot in barrels, there's loot in and there's shit ton of activities now. There's been increased loot in Skelly fleets. Megalodons are dropping a ton of loot. Skelly ships now drop 2 Ashen Keys and storage crates, and just like they constantly are giving us, but there's nothing to like use that on, and it's unfortunate. What up, Sean? Finally downloaded Sea of Thieves yesterday. Really enjoyed it so far, though I'm getting lost and hitting rocks and shores every 8 minutes. It happens to all of us. In this game, there's no linear projection. You can just do whatever you want. You can just literally do whatever you want. Just have fun. Kraken still drop next to nothing, which is why most people just either kill them and just sail out or sail out. You know what I mean? So we'll kind of discuss. We're going to go over kind of the patch notes. I can't really necessarily remember what was in the patch notes. I think did the update to the Vaults of Ancient increase the Skelly ships? I guess we'll figure it out. Can't remember.
Sure.
Let's see. I'm going to look at the gameplay. I'm looking at the gameplay first. Or like starting at gameplay. So Slimline, island banners, love them. As someone that, constantly is forgetting ammo or food, I need to see my health bar as much as possible, especially, and my ammo bar, especially as possible. And if I'm in a fight and I'm sailing next to an island, that's annoying. So I've liked it, but I know Gnome made a post just recently about how one side of the banner is missing like a little piece, so it's like throwing her off as like a graphic designer. It doesn't bother me. I am a perfectionist, but I don't stare at it long enough. I don't look at the banners.
Yeah,
I forget.
And I feel like there's still something there, that there's still some type of banner that cuts off the bottom. Is it Flameheart or something?
When we finish a voyage, when we finish any voyage, or I think complete any mission, the banner still comes up at the bottom. So like when we finish the Gold Hoarder voyage and when we're doing the vaults, a banner still comes up at the bottom. Yep, that's still a thing. Emissary ledger. Oh wait, so okay, banners can be selected, so you guys can choose between you want the cutscene theme or just the slim line. And then you got the emissary ledger values. When players hand in items while representing an emissary, there will now be an emissary meter in the bottom left to show the value they've contributed to the emissary ledger. I think that's cool.
I like that. And does it also is the thing that add the green numbers to the right, is that also added in that same update, or is that?
I don't think so. I think that was their maybe last update or the previous update, but the one that shows what your ledger is for that emissary is new.
Got it.
Yeah, I think that might have been last update. I can't remember. Okay, let me see this. Loot haul memory saving. When collecting notable hauls of different loot in a single place, the game will now reach a threshold where it will optimize performance by changing the appearance of certain loot items. You know what? I haven't paid attention to this. Items will return to their standard visuals when optimization allows. I haven't noticed it. I guess I'm going to pay attention to it now.
Have you noticed any? I mean, have we seen any lag spikes? I know when it's in the water, we kind of feel a little glitchy. If we ever sink.
I don't think so. I haven't noticed any.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I'm wondering if that means, like, let's say we have a ton of loot on our boat, and it kind of reduces the swirly. Like, let's say it's just Flameheart. Like, maybe for optimization, it removes the swirl or something.
makes sense. They might have to check back and
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to that. I think that, so this is Twitch chat if you guys are watching on YouTube. I think the next two big things they need is a new map area and a BR mode. Not every game needs a BR, chat. I gotta put a stop to that, because like I do agree that Arena needs an overhaul, but not every game needs a BR. I think they're definitely missing out on some stuff. I think a BR-esque kind of mode would be fun, but I don't necessarily need I don't need Sea of Thieves to have a BR.
I know a couple of streamers that are screaming for a last boat standing, which I mean that technically is a BR, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah,
some
but
people want it.
BRs always have like that slimming, like the map that gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I think if they did an arena size map, they're already pretty small. And like it just like best boat wins, you know? But then again, 15 to 20 boats, Dome, they don't even have 15 to 20 boats in arena right now. I think there's a level of their servers that can handle. Then we got the accessibility, the UI. So they added the single stick camera accessibilities, which is good for everyone, right? Toggle to talk. Sea of Thieves is continuing to improve accessibility by reducing held actions. Previously, the push to talk required the button to be held. Players now have the option to toggle it on and off.
Have you? I saw that like almost instantly. I want to say I was trying to do that because I was solo slooping with an open crew, and I found that on accident. But
I don't know. Yeah,
I noticed that it was glitching right off the bat, so I stopped using it right away. But I
Oh.
feel like for us in particular, streamers or people that want to troll, I mean that's it's a good thing for us just to not have to hold the button down if we're gonna be playing something or talking to someone.
Right. I can see that. So this is fix issues gameplay. When opening the quest redial via the key binding, the more button will now be present in the middle of the multiple pages quest. We don't have multiple pages unless we're doing the level 5 emissary. The pirate chat should no longer get stuck on the screen when using the ship interaction point. I don't know. Sharks will deal damage to players floating on the water surface when attacking.
So like AFK players?
Or did they miss when you were floating?
Or is it from the accessibility where it's the
the float.
Auto float.
Yeah, maybe. It's a simple solution to people that want to complete their tasks to get achievements and people that want to hard battle. Dude, I don't think there's. First off, I'm gonna cut that in half. Cut that off. There is no simple solution for anything. You may think that's a simple solution, but unfortunately, it probably isn't. Because people would probably still have an issue with something, dude. There is nothing simple about trying to design a game and have it fun for everyone. If it was, there'd be a perfect game, and there is no such thing as a perfect game. Fixing broken ships mass will no longer leave behind incorrect collisions on the mass. You know what I'm thinking? I think that's from, like if the front mast breaks and you kind of run at the front mast, it kind of does like that weird jutty thing where like it feels like there's something, you're like bumping into something, but you're not.
Really? Yeah, I haven't noticed.
Ghost ships will no longer spawn at islands already populated by players. But I feel like people have said that they've done vaults and Flameheart spawns on them.
And the island's already populated? I've noticed spawning in a new boat. There was some skellies here or there just chilling right next to a new spawn boat.
Well, ghost ships. Not skellies. Right. So like if like a Flameheart.
Skelly ship. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, your first vault. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if that's necessarily changed. Okay, there's some just people getting stuck on different islands. Players should no longer reach in an invulnerable state if interacted with while reviving. Players should no longer reach an invulnerable state if interacted with while reviving. Does that mean
somebody
like
was becoming invincible once they revived a teammate?
maybe players should no longer reach an invulnerable state if interacted with while reviving? So maybe the people that were reviving, there was like a state where like you were reviving and you were getting like immune. I don't know.
I think so.
Here's another hit reg improved hit registration when standing on top of a ladder and shooting rival players directly below, such as crow's nests and boarding ladders. I have noticed a difference though. Like for example, we got in a battle today.
Yeah, like so you stand like right where the ladder attaches to the ship, and you look straight down.
Yeah, I think just in general, like looking, because like I know there was an issue with people when they were boarding. If you were in the water or like off the side of the boat and they were boarding, the ladder would basically take the hit. So like they were basically invulnerable on the ladder.
Okay.
So I definitely have noticed a difference for that one. Fire on the stairs of the sloop should now be much easier to extinguish. I'm sure that was an issue. I haven't played on a sloop much. Skeletons now animate correctly when eating a banana during combat.
Thank God. Yeah, thank God.
I don't know if I've seen that one either. What would happen when they were eating?
I don't know.
They're just broken.
Yeah.
Further improvements made to cannonball hit registration when firing at rival ships. I mean, that's stuff that like we'll always see. I guarantee every single update will have something to do with cannon shots and gun hit registration.
I wonder if there's anything that can be adjusted or looked at as far as when you shoot a cannon while you're riding a wave, because unless it's just my equilibrium, when sometimes I'll feel like I'll shoot and the cannonball will just go straight down into the water.
Well,
like there's no trajectory at all.
Yeah, and like with coming off a wave, it's like I shoot, but it looks like the cannon is shooting out above the cannon. The cannonball is shooting out above the cannonball. So like it looks like I shot way above where I actually shot.
Yeah.
That's definitely still a problem for sure.
It seems like a difficult thing to address, but yeah, it's definitely something.
Yeah, it's probably going to always be either cannon shots or gunshots will be a problem. Chat, have you guys noticed any like teaser videos or like anything that they have dropped on Twitter about the next update? I haven't seen anything. I've not seen a single thing about the next update. When did this one drop? Was it early September?
I'm not 100%. Does it say here?
When did Vaults drop? I thought that was early September. I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I haven't seen anything on Twitter either, Willie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even see it here.
Only a few weeks ago. I mean, it's been over 2 weeks, right? So I would say it's... Yeah. Was it the 9th? Yes, the 9th. Yep. So it's almost been 3 weeks. So it'll be 3 weeks on this Wednesday. It's been out. And then we had the quality of life update. Didn't we have something like a couple weeks before that? Before they dropped the vaults? Because I know there were some issues going on. Yeah, I mean, Dome, that's another issue. So we can kind of talk about that. So someone in chat says, if it wasn't for streamers, I'd never know what was going on with Sea of Thieves. And I think like one thing that they're going to add, which was supposed to be added, I think, this update, but wasn't, which was the mysterious notes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the mysterious notes are a how-to. It's more of like, you haven't seen this yet, check it out kind of thing, which might help people that, because again, I'm that same way. If I wasn't a streamer, I would sign on to Twitch or I would sign on to Sea of Thieves and have no clue what I'm doing. Like Sean, JC in chat. He signed on, doesn't know what he's doing, and he's just sailing around into rocks and stuff. For anybody that doesn't know Sea of Thieves, they don't know what's going on. Like, they don't know about the world events. They don't know about the Fort of the Dam. They don't know about activating the Fort of the Dam. They don't know about voyages. Like, you just sign on and, like, here you go.
Yep. Here's your ship.
There is something they're going to do about that. Well, Dezu, you can't talk about it if you're an insider. All I'm saying is I feel like partially the mysterious notes are kind of that thing to help people go a direction. Hopefully. But yeah, if you're an insider, you can't share any information, even like hint to it. So be careful. Be careful. Yeah, unless you know to go to the events hub, you have no idea. The events hub.
Like the tab?
Is there an events tab? Do you mean like voyages and stuff? Like missions? Oh, the web page, like going to an actual website. Gotcha. Yeah.
See, I don't even know. Teach me.
Yeah, and see, like that right there is what drives me nuts. When I have to go to a third party site, where I have to go to a third party site to get information. When someone just wants to play, but I think I have a feeling they are with the mysterious notes. Probably thing will help us. Will help us get there. So chat, I'm gonna, do you guys have any questions or anything that you guys would like us to talk about? Share your feelings on the update. You can throw them just right in the chat. That's where
I got my raise.
Got your raise. That's where you keep track of your summer events stuff right now, but and what yeah, I get that for sure. You're right. I think like some of that stuff should be in game. I don't know if it's easy, so like I'm not a game developer, so I don't know, but I just do not like going to a different site.
What do you think's going to happen with Duke? Do you think he's going to be come back as one of the ghostly pirates about to try to fight everybody in the server?
I don't know. I mean, so normally when they get rid of someone, they like leave the game for a while and then come back. He didn't leave. He just went to a different island, so he's probably going to still be utilized for something.
I'm thinking he may perish on the island and come back very angry. That's my guess.
You think he's dying on that island?
Mm-hmm.
With Umbra though?
Yeah.
You think Umbra? You think Umbra's and Duke are gonna die?
Something's gonna happen. Maybe Umbra's gonna try to survive off of Duke.
She's gonna eat Duke.
Yeah. He's gonna come back with a bite taken out of his shoulder.
Yeah, I think Duke is gonna give us. So we got the new lady, Lorena. We got Lorena in the front of the tavern, and then which is basically doing Duke's missions now. And then I think the next update, Duke is probably going to give us some new things to buy and new things to like voyages to do. I think Duke is going to be another vendor. Again,
maybe he's going to send us on a quest to get back at the tavern people. I don't know. Something's gonna. Hopefully, it's gonna be something kind of funny and cheeky. I think that'd be cool.
Where's the first mysterious stranger that originally was on Reapers, and what is the pit in the center that's glowing? Who knows? I thought the original stranger that was at Reapers is the person that's at Reapers.
Is it?
That's what I thought.
Didn't somebody hear a piece of audio? Maybe it was Cat. Somebody, I thought, or maybe it was here. Somebody heard a piece of audio, and we thought it was the chains clanking in Reapers, where it was opening that middle area, like opening it to somewhere like under Reapers.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I think that'd be kind of cool too, like another little added effect where you go there, you open it up, and something comes out from under there and you got to fight that to get whatever's under. That'd be kind of cool.
You wish they would do more to the Legends area. Same. I agree. But I don't necessarily need more in there. I need more. My argument is still like, I need more cosmetics. I need, like, the Pirate Legends stuff is just so rare to get anything new there at this point. Like, I don't even go I can't remember the last time I went downstairs to go to the Pirate Legend area.
Yeah. I went down there like 3 times and that was it. I keep on trying to think of something that could be added as far as doing something for the cosmetics, and the only thing I can really think of off the top of my head right now is something like maybe like a little island tucked away somewhere where somebody could, people can go on it, like go into the like this big tent or whatever it would be, and then you could have like there's boats that are different, like a sloop, a brig, and a galleon, but you can buy different like types of those types of ships, if that makes sense. Like one looks like a tiger, like it's got different like molds around the sides of it, whatever. And then you could just get them that way. That would be kind of cool. I mean, that would probably be going above and beyond just putting it in the emporium or whatever, but I think it'd be cool to have like an area where you can walk into. It's like a boat, quote
Shop,
unquote car show. Yeah.
like a pimp my boat.
Yeah. And I was
West
thinking
Coast
too, like what
Customs.
yeah. And I was thinking too if it was like PvP disabled in that area, but then again, as soon as I thought that in my head, I'm like, you know what? No, because people are gonna run to that
Yeah, and just
island
hide
and
in it.
jump in
Yeah.
and hide if they're getting chased.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that would be an issue. Any spot that's a safe haven for people to not PvP is like a spot for people to just camp and hide.
yeah, that kind of quickly went away from my thought process. But
Jay says they need to do more with the Shores of Gold. Going there just to kill a gold hoarder is a waste. I agree, but I wouldn't want to sail up there to begin with anyway. So like, sure, have more stuff to go up there to do, but like, just and that's why I kind of argue I don't want, unless they're going to add more boats to the server, I don't want another map place. Like, I don't want them to add onto the map and give us a new area. Either take over an area and make it look different, or do something where like if there's more boats then maybe. But if the Shores of Gold become an area for people to go to, the map is so big already, and there's a lot of times where you just won't see anybody, and you can sail from freaking Plunder Valley all the way up into Kraken's or Marauder's Arch and things like that, and you won't see a single ship. And like it's stressful for someone that has to play it all the time. Speaking for myself, because I need that excitement. I don't get me wrong, I love PvE, but I need a mix of PvP. And if my concern is if they make the map bigger without enlarging the servers of the ship ships, it's gonna slow the game down even more than it is.
yeah,
We're heading towards winter. Add snow, make the storm a blizzard. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I don't know how easy that would be.
either. Yeah, I don't know how easy either, but could be something like other games. It doesn't have to be permanent. It could be like a seasonal thing.
Yep. An ice area would be awesome. Yeah, but an ice area would be cool, but I would need it to be take over something, right? Because again, if they add an ice area that's like the Devil's Roar and then they just extend it, it's like, okay, well now it goes, Shores of Plenty, the Wilds, Devil's Roar, and then the Iceland area. It's like I have to sail all the way to the Iceland area to try to freaking find a ship. Ugh. That would be it becomes a sailing simulator. And like, sure, that's fun for a little bit, but I need some action. Because otherwise then I don't have fun. I need some PvP. And that's why like my biggest argument, if you like one or the other, you're missing out. You need to like both. Well, that's what I'm saying, Dome. If they're going to expand the map, they have to make there needs to be more boats on the server. There needs to be. It can't just be one or the other. Like, if you're going to add more boats, then you need to expand the map. If they're going to expand the map, you have to add more boats. They could add it to the east of Mermaids? You mean the west of Mermaids? Because Mermaids is on the far west side of the island map.
Has anybody noticed what happens when an Ethernet cable becomes disconnected? Like, does the game just freak out? It says it should now handle the error gracefully, so does it like yell and scream at you or something?
I don't know. Yeah, there's already way too much space when you're chasing someone or looking for another ship. It takes 20 minutes to even locate people as is. Yeah, agreed. They already made the decrease of how many ships per server. They already made the decrease? What? They didn't decrease server size. What do you mean? No, server size have not changed. At least since I've played, and I've been playing for almost it'll be 2 years in January.
There used to be 6.
I think it's still 6, but it depends on the players. The amount of players. Like, I don't think you could have 6 galleons. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'd have to see that, Yoda. You'd have to tell me where you found that. Yeah, you'd have to tell me where you found where the server size went from 6 to 5. Cuz yeah, I think it's and he's a big well, Yoda, I mean, sure. Still like nothing against Foxeye, and I know he's a Sea of Thieves partner. Actually, he's not a Sea of Thieves partner. He's grinding for Sea of Thieves partner as well. But I would need to see the information. Foxeye's not a Sea of Thieves partner. At least I don't think he is. Is he? I think he's grinding for Sea of Thieves partner, or did he get it? I can't remember anymore. He might have got it recently. Last time I looked, he was grinding for Sea of Thieves partner. But no matter what, I would still need to see that information. Like, Yoda, don't get me wrong. Trust your word, but I'd have to see it. I'd have to see where that was found. Let me see.
What do you guys want for snacks?
Let me see. Is he? Now I'm confused. I think maybe that last time I looked. Let's see. He has a server alliance video with 5 ships on the server, and I said, "Oh, nice, one more boat, and he'll have." Yeah. I'm checking though. So that was a server alliance. Let me see. This doesn't have all the people though. Now I'm curious if he did get Sea of Thieves partner. I still, no matter what, I need to let me search. How many boats in a Sea of Thieves server? So this is just a year ago. So maybe if they've decreased it since then. There is a ship cap of 6 on each server, 1 per outpost. When people leave, new sailors are spawned in. If there is a max exodus, then the remaining players, give or take 2 boats, will be server migrated to a new spot. They've decreased it. Yeah, but you can, Yoda, help me out, brother. Help me out. Show me where you know this. That's what I'm just asking. You just gotta help me out, dude. You gotta help me out. Help me out. You gotta help me out and show me. And show me. Help me. Help me help you. See, this was damn. Sorry, guys. Because the only person that it seems like you have information from is Fox, and I'm not saying Fox is wrong, but I just would like to see where it is. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to look. Because last I knew, it was 6 boats, and I haven't heard anything about having it decreased. Last I talked to Kat, it was 6 still, and that was just a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I think until I see the information, I can't really help you. Oh, tech, by the way, it's not dropping frames, it's my encoding.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's because whenever I play that video of the tavern plus the music, it like freaks it out.
Got it.
Let me see. How many ships on a Sea of Thieves server. So this is wiki. This says, oh, wait a minute. Well, where the hell did it go? Well, this one does say, so it doesn't tell me a date or anything. Yeah, see, but that's what I'm looking at. And it says there is no minimum crew size, even for large ships, and even a single player can be elected to start a new game with a larger galleon. Through operating such as large ships alone would be proved difficult. Each server can host up to 5 crewed player ships at one time. But I want to see if there was a... Yeah, and that's my problem. I don't trust Wiki. So this was posted. This is a long time ago. So I don't know. I'm going to have to search. I'll search the forums. We'll figure it out from there. Guys, do you guys have any other questions or comments you guys want to talk to us about or bring up, or any thoughts on the vaults yourselves? Like, what have you guys thought? I would love a way to tell how many ships are on a server. So I've talked about it with CJ when last time I played with him. It's tough because though some of us would like to see a full server, some people might be like, you know what? There's 6 boats on this server. I'm out. I'm leaving. So like it's tough. You got the site? Is it Gamepedia?
I wonder what the chat thinks about what their favorite part of the key vault stuff is. If they want to comment it or, put it in the Discord or whatever. Curious to see what they think about it, what they feel is the best and worst part of the vault event. I don't like how it takes so long for the coins to pick up. Some of them are only like 100, cost like 100, and it's like it just seems, I don't know. It's a cool added feature, but I feel like the cost for how much time it takes to pick it up is pretty low.
Yeah, if it's the Gamepedia thing, it's wiki though. You got to be careful with that stuff. Yeah, no, what do you guys think for the vaults? What have your guys' best parts and worst parts of the new vaults?
Yeah, you can make it live here in the Twitch, put it in the comments of the YouTube, or put it in our Discord. Put it
in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look it up later, Yoda. I'll look it up later. At this point, we'll. Oh. Yeah, it's the same one that we just got done looking at. Yeah, the problem with that is it's a Gamepedia. Yeah, it's the same one. I accidentally spelt permit wrong, so it didn't actually permit you. You're good, dude. But yeah, it's the Gamepedia. We looked at that one. It's just tricky. I'm gonna have to find it, or at least maybe I can get in contact with someone and see what their actual answer is. I like the risk versus reward. I agree, Mako. I'm a big fan of that. Some of the vaults like Karens, Krakens, and Mermaids are a pain to loot. It's almost worth just turning in the key. I don't know if it's ever worth just turning in the key, though. Sure, Kraken sucks. Krakens does suck. But I still feel like it's way more worth to try to get as much gold as possible versus turning in that key.
How much are the keys worth again?
Like 2K, 3K.
Well, yeah.
And like even if you got out just the captain's chest and the new chest, it'd still be worth more.
Yeah, because you did all that work to get that stupid key. I mean, and some, especially if you had to go through the whole entire map to get it. It's not like it's the beginning of the, the first couple of steps. You don't,
right.
You may have to go 3 islands to get it.
Yeah. Like if anybody like if you need 2,000 worth of gold at this point in this game, just loot barrels. Like barrels in the water. Every time you sail by them, pick up everything in there. You'll get gems. I've seen lot like captain's chests, less grandma's knickknacks, and more chests. There's a lot of chests in there though. If you do a gold hoarder, there's a lot of chests, and some of those trinkets are worth a lot.
A couple of them might be worth more than a couple of the chests.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the purple and blue ones are worth more than a captain's chest, I thought, or at least than the marauders.
They're paying the butt to move from the vault to the boat.
I think no matter what, if we're gonna get rid of knickknacks, it needs to be out of the Ashen Winds event. The Ashen Winds event, I want to see more Ashen Villainous Skulls and more Ashen Captain's Chests.
Do you think they're going to keep the Ashen Winds event in the next update, or do you think they're going to get rid of one of the events?
If they don't add a new update, if they don't add a new event in the next update, then I think it's staying.
What was the last major event or the first major event that was introduced? Was it a fort?
Well, the fort was the only thing.
Do you think a fort will ever go away, and then they're just gonna, let that be like a deserted islands, and then just keep add more stuff?
Probably not, because there's just so many commendations for everything. I feel like overall, if they remove, I think if newer events spawn, if they introduce newer events, I think the newer events should spawn the most frequently. Like, I hate seeing like an Ashen Wind and then a fort, an Ashen Wind and then a fort. Like, what happened to Flameheart? What happened to the Skelly fleets? Like, the forts have been a day one thing. I understand that those are for. I'm not saying remove them, but just tone down the spawn rate. Should a Halloween event come back? I didn't know there was a Halloween event. That was before me, I guess.
For me too. I know I had a big hiatus, but
I would love a Halloween event. I would love any sort of cosmetics based around Halloween. That's something that Destiny does very well. They put them in the Emporium. You know, you can unlock them through doing stuff, but you can get like, pumpkin looking ghosts, and you can get, I don't know. That's when they had the skeletons and animals in skeleton form. I thought that was it Halloween? They replaced an old boot fort with the Fort of the Dam, and they released 3 limited face paints. You know what? I think okay. That was Halloween. Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that. Yeah, because then they had the Skelly. No, they didn't have the animals though. That wasn't Halloween. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know how long pets have been out now. I can't remember. But I would love any sort of event. Like, imagine if you got, I don't know, some cannons that had pumpkins on them or something. Something like a jack-o'-lantern figurehead or something. I don't know. I wouldn't mind that. I would be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. But, all right, Bombers and everybody that's been watching the episode 5 of Tavern Talk. Really quickly, we're going to finish with this last question. What do y'all think? Thoughts on Flameheart's story so far? And when do you guys think it should be just be done? It's one of those things. I don't think it should ever just be done. It should always be viable for players to do, new and old. I just wish he would talk less. His commentary is just too frequent. What do you think, Tech?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll be able to do that. I mean, when you first come up to them, I'm sure it's like you said, the first few times was okay, but then it just gets old. But I don't know if they're going to be able to have a counter for every player ID that has heard him, 30 times in a week.
Right?
It's tough.
Well, I mean, I feel like it could be like any sort of like setting, right? Maybe turn off, like, be able to go into your settings and turn off any in-game narrations.
There you go. That makes sense. That seems like it would be maybe fairly. I mean, as long as it's separated in the coding properly, that they can just say, whatever this section,
right.
Ignore that.
All right, guys. Well, again, This was episode 5 of Tavern Talk. If you guys are watching, hanging out, if you're watching it from YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. Come to twitch.tv/CG Photo for the next episode. We'll probably do another episode closer to the next update. When we finally start getting some teasers released, whether it's, videos, or even if they start giving us some information on their site or through Twitter, even if it's just a little bit of teasers, I would like to talk about it because I don't think they've released anything. This update's almost 3 weeks old now. But if you guys have any thoughts, any comments that you guys would like to write down below on the video, make sure you guys do. Again, if you would like to watch us live here, come to twitch.tv/ZG Photo if you would like to be a part of the conversation, be a part of the live conversation. But again, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Tech, where can they find you again?
Twitch.tv/TechNerdA, TechNerdEH, or all social media, TechNerdEH.
Nice. And again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Again, means a lot. And we'll see you guys around for the next episode of Tavern Talk. Take it easy, everybody. Peace. Peace. Chat, what do I do as a podcast one? Everybody that's watching. We're gonna do ending. Boom. Thanks for watching.
No.
Okay, chat. All right. That was it. Food battle outro. What's up?
So GG's well played, chat.
GG's well played, chat. GG's well played. I gotta reactivate my camera here. Wait, I can't because I'm live on. Let me end the video call.
Yep.
Turn off camera. I'm having now I'm dropping frames. Activate. There we go, chat. There it is. There
Now
she is.
Peace.
Huh? Oh my god, J-Rock. Silly dude.
Now I can scarf my food in peace.
All right, dude. Well, I might be back on tonight. I'm probably not, honestly, chat. I was thinking about doing some streaming, some PUBG, but I don't think I am. If I'm gonna play, I'm gonna probably play off stream. So, Tech, if you're just hop in a Discord chat or something, and if you're still playing, or send me a DM, let me know. I'm down to play some tonight.
All right, perfect, awesome. Yeah, I'll see if Flung wants to play with me, but I don't know. He might.
Yeah, just send him. Honestly, dude, he'll play. He'll play for sure.
All right, cool.
Just tell him like ZG's probably gonna sign on tonight. He'll be down.
Sounds good.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
All right, photo bombers. Again, thank you for another crazy Monday. Thank you for all the follows, bits, tips, subs, resubs, hosts, auto hosts, and gifted subs. Thank you guys for the generosity as always. Of course, doesn't shock, chat. We increase the sub goal. You guys dominate that sub goal. Thank you guys for everything. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. Again, if you guys have yet to hit that follow button, please do on your way out. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern for some more loot haul giveaways. Photo bombers, thank you for everything. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Much love.